reach your goal. So let's take a look at this property. So this is located in San Jose del Cabo, just along the foothills of San Jose, up along the toll road 1D that heads to the International Airport of San Jose del Cabo. So this is the hotel zone, the main hotel zone right here, and the International Airport is located right here. So when you arrive into town, most of you are likely taking the toll road and you are headed directly to San Jose Hotel Zone right about here. Some of you might be taking this bridge and heading over to Puerto Los Cabos right here, or even going towards the East Cape. And others may be taking Highway 1 down the tourist corridor headed towards Cabo San Lucas, right? This property sits exactly right in the smack dab middle of the toll road between San Jose and the International Airport, right up along the foothills right here in this gated community. Well, maybe not be gated, but definitely it is a developed community right here. Let me show you an example. So these are all buildings, condominiums. We're looking at a total of 12 condo buildings, 12 condos per building. Let me rephrase that. Beautiful little park right here, nice little soccer field to play at. Great place to walk the dogs, have fun with the kids. This is mostly a high density rental. I doubt that it'll work for Airbnb and vacation rentals, but definitely if you're looking for an investment under $100,000 and you want to be able to rent it out, something like this will likely rent out for about $600 to $700 and that puts you very close to that famous 1% per month return on investment that you're looking for in a rental. So it could be a very good property. Your only expenses on something like this, I doubt that there's an HOA, although it does say HOA monthly. It doesn't tell us what it is. We'd have to confirm what it is. If it is, it's very low. You could likely, because again, you're going to maybe have at most a security guard, the common areas for water on the park, maybe some electricity. And between all of these homes here, as you can see, it could easily be reduced considerably. So again, between the HOA, which is likely under $100 a month, and your property taxes, which on a property like this will likely come in at close to about $120 on the high end for the year. And this is before we even consider the discount that is offered to you when you pay in January. Here in the Los Cabos municipality, you do get a discount of about 20% if you pay in January, 15% in February, 10% in March, and then no discount after that. And here's what's interesting for you folks, if you don't know this, aside from that discount that's offered in the first 3 months, you can pay it on a bi-monthly or every 2-month basis. It doesn't have to be paid all at once at the beginning of the year, and there's no penalty for that. You're not paying extra because you chose to do that. It just is. So it's a great way to manage your cash flow, I suppose, if you're interested in doing it that way. But most of you, I'm sure, would opt to take advantage of that discount in January. All right, 2 bedrooms, 1 full bath, 583 square feet for $64,900. Live or invest in one of Los Cabos' most promising areas. This cozy 3rd floor condo offers 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, private parking, and public deed, well, obviously, with a unique price of 1.2 million pesos. And that's another thing, guys. If you're negotiating in pesos, you may be able to have an advantage there on the exchange rate. When we work with our friends over at MexEdge, George and the team will help you get the best buy rate with the lowest spot fees or spot rates, if you wait, the highest spot rates in that respect. So you get a better, most banks are going to charge you about 2% on the exchange. In this example, you're paying about 1.5%. So you're getting a better exchange rate up front right off the bat. And then you can get what are called forward points. Now, in a purchase like this, which will likely close if you're a US or Canadian citizen within a 3-month window, you're not going to really experience that much forward points. That really is something that you would look forward to in a pre-construction situation, right? But that said, if you did take advantage of 4-point scenario, you would potentially earn up to 5% on that exchange rate. which is great. So if you, for example, were going at a 20 to 1 exchange rate, you'd end up at a 21 to 1 exchange rate at the end of 1 year, which is really, really great way to hedge those exchange rates, variables. Let's go on to the next one. So this property, another one that we saw last month, is on the way to the Los Barriles, or closer the La Ribera area, located in between the San Jose International Airport and La Ribera, as you can see right here. Again, this is where the International Airport is of San Jose. And if you were interested in going to La Ribera right here, which is where the new Four Seasons resort, Los Cabos at Costa Palmas, or the Los Barriles area, which is about an hour and a half away from the San Jose International Airport, you would find yourself passing by the little town of Miraflores. Now this little town, there's lots of water here, and what I mean by, because you're so close to the mountains, there's lots of well water here, which is great for farming. As you can see, some of the farmlands around here in the surrounding areas, you know, all this little farmlands right here. And what that means to you is that, well, you know, you can almost have like your own mini tiny little hacienda place, right? I don't know, grow some organic foods and whatnot on your property. The lot size is pretty nice on this property, because that's really what you're buying here on this little lot for $81,000. I doubt that you're going to really use this as a vacation rental or even as a long-term rental. This is for someone who, it's a special property for someone that is really kind of looking to have that rural experience and live out, you know, in a nice quiet area and not too far from San Jose del Cabo. Frankly speaking, you can get all of your shopping done, load up on groceries. There's great supermarkets just as you pass the International Airport on Highway 1. And what you're looking at right here at 18.5, $740 square meter lot is what you're looking at right here. 740 square meter lot is a good sized lot. What can I tell you? It is under an acre, quarter of an acre, but it's a very good sized lot for you to be able to enjoy your property, maybe do some gardening on site. Like I said, grow your own food, have some chickens, I don't know, right? But that's a great little place. Let's move on to the next one. Now we're talking about two properties that are in La Paz, and both of these, this one here in particular, is on the north end of La Paz. This is a very up-and-coming area, especially amongst expatriates. It is very close to the famous Malecón, which is the boardwalk that seems to go on for miles in La Paz right here. And this property right here, what you're really buying is the location and the lot itself, because the property does need some work to expand on. Now, I mentioned this in the first episode where we showcased this property, but what I would do here with something like this is I would reinforce it so that I can add a second floor. You could have, if you wanted to do rental with this one, you really could. You could prepare the bottom floor for one unit, and then the second floor for another unit. The bottom floor has a backyard, so it can service exclusively the ground floor condo unit, and then above, the second floor condo unit could have its own rooftop deck, or turn it into a two-story home, right? Again, by doing the two separate units, you could have space for two cars as well. I mean, clean this all up and it'll be really nice. This is a changing, up-and-coming neighborhood in the La Paz area, and it's a great opportunity for investment. And even if you rented this out to locals, again, you know, cleaning this up, putting on that second floor, rent this out to locals, I believe you could get maybe about 16,000 pesos a month, which is close to $800 a month in exchange rates. For a 2-bedroom, 1-bath on the ground floor, you put another 2-bedroom, 1-bath upstairs as well, and you could rent that out, you know, and get your famous 1% per month on a property like this. All right, let's move on to the final property of the 4. Again, located in La Paz. This one's more in the downtown area of La Paz. Right in the heart, really. Boom. right in the heart of La Paz. And what you see right here is these main arteries. And so the location of this property is excellent because it'll really get you to wherever you want to go in the La Paz area. This is some of the better shopping, if you would, where you find the shopping malls, the car dealerships. There's even a casino here. Soriana Hiper is right here as an example. This is the main road that leads you out of town and towards Todos Santos as well. Or you can take this road here and it'll take you north to areas like Loreto and whatnot. So it is strategically located, not too close to the Malecon, but from here you can get to everywhere, right? Let's take a look at this one.